That was pretty good, but it's my turn now.
Hey good folks, this is Burst Jones bringing you a special video. Now I normally would have had a video game review out right now, but I felt like it's time to take liberties with my channel to push out more content. Today's video will be my list of the top 10 best movies of 2023. To be honest, there wasn't a lot of movies of 2023 that I enjoyed. The only movie that I watched over and over was Wolf of Wall Street, and that was a masterpiece. Anyway, full disclaimer, there might be minor or heavy spoilers ahead, so you've been warned. This list is my own biased opinion, so if you disagree with me, I don't give a damn. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming at number 10, Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Okay, I know what you're thinking, because Fury of the Gods on average is a bad movie. Did I think some scenes dragged out? Yes. Do I think the actor who played young Billy had more maturity than his counterpart Zachary Levi? Of course. Were the villains underwhelming? Absolutely. However, the movie did have decent action, and the actors did a really good job for what they were given. And also, Megan threw it back good. It's a shame that we won't get to see Shazam versus Black Adam. You could blame Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for that one. He didn't want to be in a movie to where he loses to a kid. Hell, he probably would have done it if Kevin Hart played Shazam and Billy Batson. Hell, they both the same size. Renaissance, a film by Beyonce. Now let's get this out of the way now. Me and my wife went to the actual concert, and when the first 20 minutes of the movie came on, I realized that we paid over 50 bones just to see the concert again, but in the movies. However, as the movie went on, I saw that there were behind the scenes of what transpired before the actual concert came. I never knew how hard it was to bring your vision to life, even though your spouse is a billionaire. It's still hard to pull off. Everyone around us in the theater was singing along, and I know over half the people in our theater had been to the concert also. Funny thing, when we arrived at the theater and got drinks from the bar, you could tell who was there to see the movie. Beyonce had came a long way since Destiny's Child. I heard that her album Renaissance was only Act 1 and we'll probably get another album soon and a new concert, and which my wife will stress me out about getting seats. One feeling that my wife had when she left the movie was that she felt that she can do anything, which made me feel good as well. But overall, I ain't mad at it, even though we paid for an experience we already had in a live concert. But let's move on. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. Now I enjoy this film because we get to see the Mighty Morphin team from the first 3 seasons. We also get interaction from the replacement Rangers and the original Rangers that came before them. Speaking of the original Rangers, there were only 4 original Rangers missing, and the characters were in suit only, and that was Jason, Trini, Tommy, and Kimberly. They did a great job of what the others were up to for the past 20-something odd years. Min is the first live-action Legacy Ranger due to Trini being killed by Rita. I thought Min was kind of annoying and is nothing like her mother, so she could be more like her father if he's ever revealed, but I think it's not important. I did, however, had a theory, and I had a video on it, which you can click the card above if you want to see it. Full disclaimer, I had made the video before the actual movie came out, but surprisingly, people are still watching it. The special effects were great compared to what we've seen in the past 30 years. One thing I like was how they teleported. Sadly, if we were hoping for a follow-up of Once and Always, we won't get it because after Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, we're getting a complete reboot in 2025. And I also hate to say it, but this reboot will have them take liberties and be woke as hell. Cosmic Fury gave us a taste on what's to come. Mainly the woman will be in the foreground and the guys taking the back seat. But I digress. Once and Always is a good rewatch, and it serves as an epilogue for the Mighty Morphin team. Now, Cinnamon had been out for a while, and a few weeks ago I finally got to see it. It stars David Licano, Haley Kilgore, Pam Grier, and Damon Wayans. The movie follows 2 lovers are caught in the crossfire between a shady businessman and a drug-dealing family while trying to attain a better life. We get several character perspectives on how all the characters tie together, with one twist in the end. Now, this is a Tubi movie, and a lot of Tubi movies, majority of the time, some scenes be drawn out, and after the 3rd plot twist, it becomes unnecessary. Luckily, this movie didn't have that problem. Also, I couldn't stop laughing at Damon Wayans. I didn't know if he was doing that blank man voice or the crackhead from In Living Color. Either way, I thought it was funny. But I would recommend if you want to see a crime type of movie while also involving love. Missing stars Nia Long and Storm Reed. The movie follows June Allen as her mother goes missing and she goes through tooth and nail to find her. I like they had it in the first person kind of view through electronic devices like phones, tablets, television, security cameras, etc. There were two plot twists, one in the middle and one towards the end, but I won't spoil it for you. One thing I can say, I believe if anyone is kidnapped, in order to find said person, the authorities have to know everything about the abducted. However, that means secrets and dirty laundry might get out. So that's all I'm going to say about that one. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse at number 5. Now everyone like me loved the first one. The second one was great, but we have to wait until 2025 for the conclusion of the Spider-Verse movies due to the writer's strike. The main thing I love was that the animation and Miles himself as he's grown since the last movie. However, finding out that he wasn't supposed to be Spider-Man was a twist I did not see coming. I have my reason on why this movie's at the number 5 spot. First reason, the controversy behind this movie turned me off of this movie for a while. The whole thing that Miguel was being racist towards Miles was dumb because if that was the case, why would he have Jessica Drew as the second in command? There were a lot of rumors on Twitter speculating that Gwen was transgender. If that was the case, her father would have already addressed it. And Miles having romantic feelings for Gwen could further support theories that they will emasculate a black man as often as possible in media. Because let's face it, they're not going to let a straight black man date and be in love with a white and biological woman, if those rumors actually became true. It was a stupid debate to cry and fuss over about, and whoever made that assumption or theory or rumor or whatever, and also the folks who was buying into it, is wrong, stupid, and stank. Emphasis on the stank. Overall, the movie was good. Me and my son watch it every day on Netflix. Now, Leave the World Behind was recommended by a lot of people. It stars Julia Roberts, Mahershala Ali, Ethan Hawke, and Kevin Bacon. The movie follows a group of strangers that have to work together to figure out what's happening in the world as communications and all technology fail. The movie was a big mystery. However, the ending will piss you off. Hopefully, there is a sequel or a graphic novel at least. Paradise is a German movie that is streaming on Netflix and it's dubbed into English, so that way you don't have to, watch the subtitles or whatnot if you prefer an English dub of it. Anyway, the movie follows a world to where years of your life can be transferred into another person due to financial debt. After a man's wife had to give up to 40 years of her life, the man tries to get it back by any means necessary, even if it means abandoning all morals. I'll go ahead and spoil the ending. The man had a change of heart, but his wife ended up taking the daughter of one of the ones who stole her years. So after all that, the two were not even together anymore. Oh, the irony. Coming in at number 2, TMNT Mutant Mayhem. Now, even though Paramount is some biased pricks, I enjoyed this movie. The animation and music went together well, especially during the scene where the Turtles fought those gang members looking for Superfly. Now, April's design is atrocious, but I'll leave it alone for now. I will hope that they will change it in the next movie or in the new series that's coming soon on Paramount+. I also like how they got actual teenage boys to voice them. I can guarantee that their voice will get deeper come the sequel. A lot of people wanted this movie to be darker, but let's face it, most TMNT shows are aimed towards kids, but the comics are more aimed towards adults or older fans. Hopefully that will change once Shredder comes in the sequel, but my kids and I enjoyed it nonetheless. Now, before we move on to number 1, it would have been honorable mentions, but I didn't see a lot of 2023 movies. Like I said, there were only a handful of good ones, but the bad, let's just say there's a list for that too. But without further ado, let's get to the number 1 movie that I feel is the best of 2023. And that is They Clone Tyrone. Starring John Boyega, Tiana Parrish, and Jamie Foxx. This sci-fi comedy follows 3 unlikely heroes as they uncover terrible secrets that will change the way they look at life forever. This movie was supposed to be released way back in 2022, but I believe they were hesitant to put this movie out. And you know the weirdest thing happened. As soon as I saw this movie, the gas company had to do some work in the neighborhood. But I really think they were putting in listening devices or building a secret lab up in the neighborhood like they did in the movie. It was so odd that they came right after I saw it. I'm dead ass serious. Regardless, this movie was funny. It was giving me a black exploitation vibe like in those movies, Black Dynamite and all the Dolomite movies. And I'm going to get you, sucker. A lot of morals were put in question. If this was real, How would you feel if the ones you cared for were cloned? And who do you trust? My only regret of this movie was that it wasn't longer. In conclusion, this is my first time doing something like this for my channel, and I gotta say it was pretty fun. Like I said, I didn't see a lot of 2023 movies this year, but that's okay. I will watch more in 2024 so I can have fun with choosing which movie deserves to be at the top 10. So what do you guys think of my list? Give me your honest opinion or give me your own list in the comments. So that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and Happy New Year.